Greetings, internet friends. Ryan here, and today I want to talk to you about references. And specifically, I've had two friends recently that have asked me to provide references for them. One did it in a way that I view as correct, and one did it in a way that I think could have been improved upon. The first one I want to cover is the friend that could have done a little bit better. So what happened is a friend came to me and asked me if she could use me as a reference. And I said, sure, thinking that I had never worked with this friend in a professional manner before, but maybe I could provide a personal reference, or I did go to school with her and I could provide some information on that front. So I agreed to it, and then she elaborated a little bit more and told me that essentially she wanted me to say that I had worked with her in a previous position, that she was my manager, and didn't really provide too many additional details aside from that. So, thinking to myself, I do not personally feel comfortable lying even to strangers. I just don't really see the value in that, and especially lying about your work experience, because then you're going to get in the role, you're not going to be, maybe not be able to do the functions that are outlined in the job. For instance, if you don't have management experience, I feel personally that it's better to let the company know that, or maybe that you have management experience in extracurriculars or something like that, and not just fabricate that you have actually managed people on the job. Because there are certain aspects of management in professional settings that are much different than you would probably experience outside of work. Anyway, when she asked me this, I initially didn't feel comfortable to begin with. But then the person actually called me, and I just didn't return the call because, again, I didn't feel comfortable. But the other thing is, and my friend didn't cover this, is what if they asked me the company that we work for together? My friend didn't even tell me this. So there were just a lot of things that, like I said, I did not feel comfortable with. And again, I don't feel comfortable lying at all. So, don't put your friends on the spot. Don't ask them to make up things. Because honestly, if you get on the job and they find out that you don't have those skills that you said that you did, not only are you going to make yourself look bad, but you're going to put your friend in a bad spot as well, and you're going to make them look bad. And really, you could put them in a position that they're not comfortable to be in. Now, in contrast to that, I had another friend that I actually know through work that she had asked me if I would be a reference for her, if I would be comfortable being a reference for her. And I said, sure, that's not a problem. I've worked with you in the past. I'm more than happy to provide a professional reference for you. So first thing right off the bat, I have worked with her in the past. So, usually those are the best types of people to ask for references, just because they can provide a professional insight to how you are at work, which is very helpful. So she let me know beforehand, and she didn't provide anything else to me. Just, these people will be contacting you. Would you be okay with being my reference? And I said, sure thing. So they did contact me. They literally just had a few questions. I felt totally comfortable providing the answers to those because, again, I did work with her. It was just a few questions. Hey, would you be able to tell us if you enjoyed working with her, if you recommended her for the position, where you worked with her, and these are all very simple questions. I didn't have to try and lie and make things up. Not that I would anyway, but in comparing and contrasting it to the other experience that I had, I was much more comfortable, and I think most of the time the interviewers are going to be able to know anyway if the person is maybe not being truthful, just because you could stumble over, if someone asks you where you worked in the past and you're, you can't answer right away, it's going to look kind of peculiar or a little bit suspicious. So being able to pull from, yes, okay, I did work with them, I know where, I know, et cetera, that I feel like that is the best way to go. So again, if you have worked with the person and it doesn't put that person in a bad spot either, like I said, for me, I'm just not comfortable with lying. So, the one friend that asked me, I'm a little bit disappointed that they took that route. But again, I wasn't going to call back the person that called for the reference because I just don't feel comfortable doing that. But in contrast, if it is someone who you've worked with in the past, I would suggest getting those people as your references because that's really the way to go. And just don't lie about the positions that you had in the past. It's not worth it. And in the end, they're going to see through it anyway. Other than that, guys, that's the advice I have for today. If you did appreciate the video, I would appreciate myself if you could drop a like. If you have any questions, comments, or if there is a video you would like to see in the future, drop that in the comments below. If you appreciate the content that I'm putting out there, I do appreciate if you could subscribe so that way you can be kept up to date when I am posting new videos. Thank you very much, and I hope you guys have a terrific day.